Welcome dear students. This is our sixth video of the chapter number 3, Force and Pressure of Standard 8. In the last part we learned what is pressure. Today we will see pressure on solids. To understand pressure on solids, we will perform one activity. Observe the figure. In figure A, the plank is horizontal. In figure B, 4 books are placed side by side on the plank. The plank bends slightly due to the pressure produced by the weight of the books. In figure C, the 4 books are placed one above the other in the middle of the plank. Here, the area of the surface of the plank on which the force acts is reduced by a factor of 4 relative to the earlier case. Hence, the plank bends considerably. This shows that for a given force, pressure varies inversely as the area of the surface on which the force acts. Pressures in solids. Air pressure is exerted on all the objects kept in air. When a weight is kept on a solid, pressure is exerted on it. This pressure depends on the value of the weight and the contact area between the two. Now we will understand this with few examples. Use your brain power. You must have seen a vegetable vendor carrying a basket on her head. She keeps a twisted piece of cloth on the head below the basket. How does it help? Think, students. By placing a twisted piece of cloth on head, vegetable vendor increases the area of contact of the basket with her head, since the load now falls on a longer area on the head. The pressure on head is reduced and now it becomes easier to carry the heavy load. We cannot stand at one place for a long time. How then we can sleep on a one place for 8 hours? Think, children. When we stand at one place, only our feet are in contact with the floor. Due to this, our weight falls on a small area of the place, producing a large pressure. On the other hand, when we sleep on a place, then our whole body is in contact with the place. In this case, our weight falls on a much larger area of the place, producing much smaller pressure. Therefore, we cannot stand at one place for a long time, but we can sleep on a place for about 8 hours. For skiing on ice, why are long flat ski used? Skis have a large area to reduce the pressure on the snow. This ensures the skis do not sink into the snow. For skiing in the ice, long flat skis are used. Now next one, pressure of liquid. To understand this, we will perform some activities. Activity 1. Take a plastic bottle. Take 10 cm long piece of glass tube on which a rubber balloon can be fitted. Warm up one end of the glass tube. Gently push in the bottle at about 5 cm from the bottom. To avoid water leakage, apply molten wax on the side of the glass tube. Now fill water slowly in the bottle and see how the balloon inflates. What is observed? The pressure on water acts on the side of the bottle as well. Activity 2. Take a plastic bottle. Pierce it with a thick needle at the point 1, 2, 3 as shown in the figure. fill water in the bottle up to full height. As shown in the figure, water jets will be seen emerging and projecting out. The water jet emerging from the hole at the top will fall closest to the bottle. The jet from the lowest hole fall farthest from the bottle. Also, jets coming out from the two holes at the place level falls at the same distance from the bottle. What is understood from this? At any one level, the liquid pressure is the same. Also, the pressure increases as the depth of the liquid increases. Next we have is gas pressure. If a balloon is inflated by filling air by mouth, it inflates on all sides. If a pinhole is created in the balloon, air leaks out and the balloon does not inflate fully. It is realized that, like a liquid, gas also exerts a pressure on the wall of the container in which it is enclosed. All gases and liquids have a common name, fluid. Fluids in a container exerts pressure from within on the wall and the bottom of the container. A fluid enclosed in a container exerts its pressure equally in all directions at a point within the fluid. I hope all of you understood whatever I tried to teach you all. Thank you.